Grand rising, everybody. I am Peacekeeper, and I'm out here in the art of nature, just breathing in this good ass energy, raising my frequency, here to deliver yet another wonderful, peaceful, positive, highly motivational video for you guys today. I woke up today feeling all a little 90%, maybe 80. But, still gotta do what I gotta do, which is raise that vibrational frequency. Because every day is a brand new day. And even though there's some days I don't wake up off the bat 100%, I have the present moment to raise my vibrational frequency, to come out into the art of nature and meditate, go for a walk, go for a jog, do some type of physical exercise also, get the blood flow pumping, get the sweat releasing, all those toxins that needs to come out, refreshing my mind, body and soul. And as I'm refreshed and as I'm fueled up, I can now come here 100% and share with you guys today. So today's message is all about Mother Nature. Today's message is about the beauty of Mother Nature, the beauty of this sovereign being, Gaia, that we live on, and why it's important to appreciate Mother Nature. Why is it important to spend as much time as possible with Gaia? Well, for starters, I want to give you all a story, It's a short backstory, very quick and brisk. I grew up in what we call, in the spiritual world, the concrete jungle. And that city lifestyle for me was so just, how to put it, compressed, depressing. It's like energy level always low, always a sort of bacchanal, a sort of arguing, a sort of negativity all around. And that wasn't really a fun life, to live. Yes, there were also positive in the mix, but not like when I transitioned to this country life living. Now I live close to a river. Now I have a whole mountain of nature to explore. And that transition, I'm now seeing two completely different versions of myself, that past version and the version that I am now. And I've grown from that transition to appreciating just these simple things in nature. I've grown on just being able to be free. Example, just like how all the animals could just fly around, the butterflies, these ants, could do whatever. I've grown to appreciate that freedom that nature offers me. And it just left me thinking, it just left me putting myself into other people's shoes, who may be in that concrete jungle lifestyle. I know that depressing feeling, I know that feeling of, cage. It's because there aren't much trees around. It's because there aren't much natural, springs or stuff like that. So I'm here to share with you the healing methods, even if you're in the concrete jungle, but that you can use, just to detox a little bit. For starters, while using nature, while using Gaia to detox, come outside barefoot. I hope your whole yard not paved with concrete though. because you're in the concrete jungle, but I'm sure you must have some kind of bush in your backyard somewhere. Now if you have a tree in your yard, even better. But come outside barefoot. You see, we are electrical beings and our body needs to detox. We need to allow Gaia to do what she has to do with us. And if you're wearing her shoes or slippers all the time, or you're always on the concrete all the time, your body not getting to detox. So that will leave your body feeling very off. That is one of the tips that you could do. Very simple. Sounds like not a big deal, but trust me, it is a big deal. Number 2, this technology, these devices, they radiate at frequencies that are very low, which throw off our vibrational frequency, which affects our energetic and our energetic barriers. And in order to help that, also that radiation, switch off your device. Don't just be outside in the yard and you're on your phone. Switch it off. Come outside. And while you're outside, here's what I want you to try to reconnect with Gaia even more. You see your breathing? Breathing, for me, has always helped me. It helps me like never before to clear my mind. It helps me to just rock in that peaceful state. It helps me to tap in and download and speak to the universe. It helps me to see things clearly, very clearly. It helps me to focus my mind, focus my energy. So you're rocking back in this meditative state, and all you're simply doing, in for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. Do that as much as you can. I do it 10 times. In, out, 1. In, out, 2. 4 seconds. Release for 4 seconds. Sometimes I do 5. Release for 5 seconds. Now, in this state, I can point out some things that will happen. You may start to actually think about a lot of things, distracting you. But the more you focus, it's like by the third breath, the third in and out, and the more you focus on that breath, the more you focus on your counting, the more you focus on keeping your mind clear and just focus on your breath. All those problems, all those things that you're worried about, all those things that bothered you before, but now literally just fade away. And by that 5th breath, 6th breath, you start to tap into Gaia. It is a very nice, quiet, silent place. You'll hear all the birds, you'll hear all the bees, you'll hear the air literally whistling past your ear, and you'll begin to hear that inner voice, that inner intuition speaking very nice and gentle to you. You may even hear your vibrational frequency, because when I meditate, there's a very light pitch. For others, for some, that pitch might be higher, but that is the frequency of Gaia. That is the frequency of the universe. We hear this when we submerge ourselves in silence. It's like a little very steady, very light. But the more you pay attention to it, the higher the pitch gets. And this is how you connect. So guys, this is how you connect to the universe. Everything is just frequency, vibration, and energy. When you raise your frequency and when you're rocking that peace, when you're rocking that silence, you hear the voice of God. That's a frequency. And when you tap in deeper and deeper into that, you get that sense of intuition that speaks to you and gives you information about yourself, about the world, about the planet, whatever it is you ask in that state, you will be given the answer. And all of this comes from just coming out. You can't find a nature place like this and in the concrete jungle and you just have a backyard. Just find a place with bush. A nice place with bush. Even if it don't have shade and you're in the sun, trust me, 10 minutes in the sun is a good thing. Just 10 minutes. Just spend 10 minutes in the sun. Lie down. Flat. If you could do that even better, close your eyes and focus on our breathing in the sun. All of that helps you detox. All of that helps you recharge. And now when you're doing these routines, if you're doing this today and you really find that something good come out of it, don't stop. Don't just do it once after you get a feeling from it. Keep doing it. Because the more you do it, the more you connect, the more you get information, the more you find yourself, the more you understand the truth, the more no one can fool you because you're practicing these meditative practices. I always meditate. Even if I don't meditate every morning, I find time throughout the day to meditate. Always meditating. Stillness is not necessary meditating all the time. Huh? Also need to put that out there. Meditation could also be in forms of cleaning. Cleaning clears your mind, you know. Cleaning your area. Folding up some clothes. Washing some wares. Chopping up some food to, you know, make some food, cooking. All of these things are meditation. Some people may think that, you know, meditation is you gotta fold your leg in a type of way and, you know, sit down in stillness and just be there. Yes, that's a part of it too. But that's not the only form of meditation. Gardening. Come out and you're gardening. Just observing, you know, all of that meditation, because you're tapping into that intuition, tapping into that creativity. All these activities are forms of meditation. And all of this, again, comes from Mother Nature. In the play in our life, sustaining our life, always giving, we won't be here. We won't be alive. Why it's so important to appreciate Mother Nature. This is why it's so important to learn how to serve Mother Nature. Mother Nature is always serving us. Mother Nature just keeps serving us. Mother Nature does everything for us. Literally. When you ask yourself the question, what have I done for Mother Nature? What am I doing for Mother Nature? When was the last time have I planted something? Yeah. Good questions, right? So we as humans We tend to overlook those small, simple things and just focus on all the other things. But there are things that we can do to help support Mother Nature. There are things that we can do to help support ourselves. There are things that we can do to make our life way more happier and way more better. But we need to start choosing that. You need to start choosing to come out and raise your vibrational frequency too. I know you may have a job that is very taxing on your time. But find a half an hour yourself in 24 hours now. Well, 12 hours in a day. A half an hour. Just a half an hour. Just a half an hour and dedicate it to you. Dedicate a half an hour per day to you just to raise your frequency. Study nobody. Just study what nobody else doing. Study what you doing. And take that half an hour just to spend time with Mother Nature. Now, as I just say too, you gotta listen to me or believe me. But these things works for me. The more time I spend in nature, the more peaceful, the more calm I come out. The more relaxed I come out. Until somebody on the road probably try a thing and then I ignore them. Or if I choose to use energy, waste of time energy to go down that road, I'll lie my choice. I have to deal with the consequences after, which is wasting my energy. Right, so now, what's the point of those things? Well, we don't go down that road. We have to talk about guy. When you look at everything in life, in nature, nature has always be working to balance, make everything work in unison, not against itself. You ever see nature working against itself? When you look at nature have certain different types of plants that does different stuff in nature. Example, you have bamboo. The roots in bamboo hold up the banks, so that we wouldn't get landslides, stuff like that. You have bigger trees, to shade other trees like cocoa. That cocoa can't grow in too much heat. We have a lot of different methods that nature uses to even protect itself, its soil. In the dry season when there's not much rain, leaves fall and protect the ground. So when you look at all of these different things that nature is doing yearly around the clock to sustain itself, what are we doing? Question again. But you see, that being said, it's just to explain that we also have seasons and cycles. We also have human beings built differently. Some may be tall and slim. Some may be tall and bulky. Naturally, they're just big bone, they're just different body structures. Some may be short and slim, some may be short and thick. But everybody has their purpose. Everybody has a reason why their body is structured that way. And this is why I say you need to know yourself. And in order to know yourself, you have to come out in the heart of nature and meditate. You have to come out into the heart of nature and vibe with Mother Nature. It has worked for me. Your choice if you choose to do that too. But trust that and believe that it will help you and it will help clear your mind. It will help you understand more about yourself the more you do it. Not just a one day thing, a 1 week thing, a 1 weekend thing, a 1 month thing. Every day if possible. Make that time. And you will be able to heal with Gaia. You will be able to understand more about Gaia. You will be able to understand that this planet is not dead. This planet is alive. This planet has a mind of its own. This planet is in full control. That being said, as beautiful as Gaia is, as loving as Gaia is, Gaia could also get a little rough. Which leads me to the closing part of this topic. We as humans don't do what we're supposed to do on this planet and raise the vibrational frequency and put things in place, to start supporting Gaia more. Well, we need to prepare ourselves for the consequences that are coming thereafter. But we can't prevent it. So why are we just sitting down and just waiting? The longer we wait, the more catastrophic, the more chaos that we bring for not doing anything about it and just sitting back, relaxing and waiting. So I would say one person around the world today who understand the agency, you start to raise your frequency. Because Gaia is calling us. Gaia is sending a lot of signals to us, and we just keep ignoring it. I, for one, took up my calling, and that's why I always out here posting videos, motivating others to focus on themselves, motivating others to believe in themselves, motivating others to not allow other people to distract them and dim their light and make them feel less of themselves. I'm doing work where that is concerned, and I'm doing inner work within myself. Always focus on myself. And as little as I could plan to, I'll plan like a little bit of seasoning. I still put back something. It don't have to be no big thing, I'll do something. I have billions of people on the planet. And if everybody do something small, that will count. That will leave an impact. So guys, I hope this message helped you guys in some form or fashion today. Have a beautiful, wonderful, peaceful, lovely day. I'm out. Until tomorrow. Give thanks and keep giving thanks.